Well, welcome to Filling Read News, episode number 98. And shall we have Tom, TC, Fat and Madness, and Tom again. Welcome, people.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah, the Batman isn't here.
Hello.
We've got to set up.
Well, he's not in the chat, is he? Hey, the stream
Might
chat.
be.
Well, I can't see him.
I'm using invisible ink.
I thought Batman didn't have any powers.
That's not a power. That's invisible ink.
Okay.
Have you not seen
Pretty
Invisible?
dark, but
Never mind. Do you not know of Invisible Ink, Scotsman?
And there you have it, you know. It's just water, that's all it is, isn't it?
No, there's actually inks that you can only see under black light, or there's different secret ones.
Yeah, the most common one's made with lemon juice, and it only shows up when you you expose the paper.
Oh, the PDF of it.
Alright, you're going to shut up. Stupid phone. What was that, anyway?
Hello, Engine Brooke. Yeah, humans will eat maggot sausages as meat alternatives, scientists.
No, I bloody will not. No, I eat real meat. Thank you.
Soylent Green! It's maggots!
One hot dog weighs heavy on the maggots. Food scientists in the University of Queensland in Brisbane, Australia. Was stuck in Australia.
Always have to start off on a Monday with Australia, don't you? Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Sunday, actually.
yeah, and more specifically, Queensland, Australia.
Yeah, that's way up north for me. It's not my problem.
Why is, especially Australia, don't you have enough critters to eat down there?
Pretty much.
Yeah, you got like snakes and kangaroos and stuff to eat them. And incorporating insects such as maggots and locusts into a range of specific specialty foods, including sausages, as well as formulating sustainable insect feeds for livestock themselves. Hoffman said that conventional livestock production will be soon able to meet global demand for meat, so other fillers and alternatives will be needed to supplement the food supply for sufficient protein sources. An overpopulated world is going to struggle to find enough protein unless people are willing to open their minds and stomachs. Because we already produce more than enough food for everyone to live off.
Yep. We literally have food mountains.
Yeah.
We produce enough food for something like 11 billion people or something.
Apparently the Western world produces enough food that we could feed the entire bloody world.
Apparently the whole world produces something like 11 billion, enough food to feed 11 billion people or something like that.
Yep. And we've just lost Trucker and found Maria. We just found a girl called Maria.
My internet was lagging so bad I had to restart.
Don't worry about it.
Females are used to maggot sausage. Hello, Rosie. Too much broader notion of food, says meat scientist Professor Lawrence Hoffman. Would you eat a commercial sausage made from maggots? What about other insect larvae? And even all insects. Hello, honey monster. Like locusts, the bigger potential for sustainable production lies with insects and plant and new plant sources. The Queensland's allies for food agriculture and food innovation team is focusing on pleasing Western palates by injecting insects into pre-prepared food. Says Hoffman, as studies have shown they shy away from eating whole insects. And there's a reason for that. In other words, insect protein needs to be incorporated into existing products as ingredients, he says.
Yeah, you can imagine, can't you? Waiter. Yes, monsieur. I don't like the spaghetti. Why? Why is that, monsieur? It's wriggling.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Yo.
I don't blame him.
Hey, BG.
Just 5 minutes late this time. That's early for you.
Hey, blind girl.
I was hanging out with somebody way cooler than you, dude. So, just saying.
What was it? The refrigerator?
Exactly. I was hanging out with the Sir Six, and I was name dropping a bit and shilling. And you know what, Scotty? I was even nice enough to put your link in the chat.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I love you. I'm just taking the piss.
I know. I love you too. But hey, right when he's about to end, I'm like, hey, you guys should head over to Failing at Reading the News. Just as funny. And I put your link in the chat.
I don't love you, blind girl. I do like you a lot, but I don't love you.
I don't think Batman really loves it. I don't think Batman can love anything, can he? He's too busy fighting crime and stuff.
So I'm eaten up by grief and childhood trauma.
Yeah. Senpai considered a weeb term. Yeah, I think so. In other words, insect protein needs to be incorporated into existing products, such as an ingredient, he says. One of the insects has created a very tasty insect ice cream.
No thanks.
Yeah, I'd rather not. In terms of other sustainable...
Oh, is this that maggot ice cream that I've heard about?
Yeah. They're talking about eating... Yeah, they're making like maggot sausages now.
Yep. I've heard about this. The vegans can eat their maggots.
Yeah, I think fucking why. Why would the vegans be pleased about this? It's still an animal.
It's an insect, not an animal. I think the vegans are only worried about mammals and fish.
Insects are animals.
Yeah.
If it's not a plant and it's not a fungus, it's an animal.
Humans are also animals. All around the internet box.
Even bacteria are animals.
Actually, yeah, you're right. They can't eat the vegan sausage because they're not allowed to eat honey because it's made from bees. So yeah, you're right.
Well, made by bees, not from bees.
It doesn't matter. Vegans don't have any animal byproducts. Vegetarians won't eat animals, but vegans take it one step further where you can't even have byproducts made by the certain thing. So, for example,
I know what a vegan is.
Yeah, a full-on vegan.
They won't eat like dairy products like cheese and stuff.
They run around saying that
it goes.
They run preaching about this stuff from their iPhones that uses gelatin. They're taking they use gelatin in making iPhones. They take their little vitamin pills, which are in gelatin capsules, which are made from gelatin. It's all byproduct. It's all. Anytime you see gelatin in anything they have, it's a byproduct of dunking animal bones in acid.
Yeah, a lot of the vitamins and minerals that they use can only be taken from animals.
And again, Cryptic says it's time to sing.
Start it off, mate.
Yeah, thank you, Cryptic, for the £5. My hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my hump, my lovely lady loves, my lovely lady loves. In my back and in the front. My loving you got. My loving got you.
Just be glad he didn't get you to sing that song about your milkshake bringing all the boys to your yard.
Thank you for the £5. Very much appreciated.
Oh, blind girl! Another thing about vegans: a proper vegan won't even wear anything that's an animal byproduct.
Yeah, no leather.
Yeah.
Yeah, no silk as well. I'd imagine the silk also silk comes from a worm, doesn't it? So, in terms of sustainable, it also brings up kangaroo meat.
Yeah, but then how do they drive? Are there?
Ideal because they don't require grasslands for grazing. They're also supplementing chicken feed, which is currently mostly of grains.
Thing is,
lava with promising result.
You need at least twice as much food if to feed your population, if you're not eating meat, if you're only on vegetation, need twice as much land than you
They
do.
haven't thought that one. They never think of that one, do they?
Jesus,
Know the outright lie about it.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, you're not taught to sing in primary school? No, I wasn't.
Yeah, basically, you need twice as much land if you got in cattle because you got to graze them and move them on.
You know what this reminds me of? The liberal arts students, like at my old college, that used to dumpster dive for food because they thought it was like a waste. So that's how they ate. That's what this reminds me of. Just
Well,
stupid, ridiculous.
No, Cryptic, I do not have lovely lady helps.
Cryptic, you're my hero.
What is this lady lumps you guys are talking about? What am I missing?
You missed me having to sing that song because Cryptic gave me another donation to sing again. I think that's his new favourite hobby now. He likes getting me to sing stuff. Poultry is a massive industry worldwide, and the industry is under pressure to find alternative proteins that are more sustainable, ethical, and green than the grain crops.
No, I know it.
Says Hoffman.
I missed the boobs conversation, though. I had to restart, I guess.
Yeah, so you're over a little bit as well. Then grain crops currently being used, says Hoffman, and points out that wild chickens eat mostly insects. Well, doesn't mean we have to eat insects. It's pretty logical if you think about it. In 2013, Food and Agricultural Organization of the UN report and global citizens eat more insects, which compared to conventional meats are nutritious, cheaper to produce, and more sustainable. Inspired by the report and other studies, several snack makers have marked insect-based products in the US, including Chirps chips and Chapel protein bars. Some have been
You know what it
to
is?
eat. On you go, Maria.
Go ahead, sorry. I was going to say, you know what it is? It's going to turn into all the poor people eat insects with all the shit in it, and then like all the rich people eat all the good stuff.
How do you know it's not already that?
Huh?
How much are you asking to never sing again? I don't know. As long as I get money to sing, I'll keep singing, I guess. I can't exactly. If someone pays me to sing, I can't exactly refund them on that, can I? The one you said.
Well, yeah, could.
You could.
I'm not going to.
Actually, he's Scottish, so no, he couldn't.
Like, the more money I get, like, the more money I can save up to get to see you.
This is true.
True.
So think about that one.
Mm.
Actually, I probably wouldn't think about that one because it's probably just going to be like, fuck, he's getting nearer. If I buy my time.
That'll be fun. I get to show a Scotsman around to Canada, and it'll be amazing to watch him on ice. A Scots person trying to walk down the street with like sheet ice on the sidewalks. It'll be amazing.
That's always a pain in the ass, that.
Literally, yes.
Yeah.
Because I don't have much balance at the best of times, so.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing.
I just walk like a fucking penguin.
Yeah, I think you got another PayPal there.
Do I?
Yeah, I think you've had another PayPal apparently.
When I sang, it wasn't for a second suggestion. The sound you made was musical. Was it musical? Ice, that rock, cocaine. No. That's not Honey Monster. That's it.
And where'd Trucker go?
And Skittles says sex.
Skittles.
Taste the rainbow fruit flavor.
Thank you, the Batman, for the £5. Sing. My milkshake brings the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. Teach you, I have to charge. My milkshake brings the boys to the yard, and it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you, but I have to teach you. On for the £5.
And he actually saw
Very
it.
nice. Very nice.
Getting better, mate.
Yes.
The fact that he knows how that song goes is questionable.
Pretty much everyone
No,
knows.
no,
how
no.
that
He was
song goes.
looking at the lyrics in front of him, guys. He was looking at the lyrics in front of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the fact that he knows how the melody goes makes him wonder how
Blind
yeah.
Girl.
that song.
Yeah, everyone knows how that
Count
song
for
goes.
that.
Bro.
Even people who've never heard it know how it goes.
He doesn't know.
Next time
he
he
doesn't know how
sings
that
it, you'll be
song goes.
twerking, won't you, Scotty? You'll be twerking to it next time.
I can actually twerk though. That's the thing.
Oh, dear God.
I didn't think you would.
God, I'm going to have to go and wash my brain out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to question my life choices.
Give me a fucking $200. Give me a £200 donation, and you will see me twerk on the stream.
Oh, shit.
I ain't doing that shit for free.
All right, where's Cult of Krill?
Please, God, no. Never let it happen.
Matter of fact, I'm just gonna message Cult of Krill and tell him this.
Oh. Okay.
I don't care, Blind Girl. My monitor does have a switch.
Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Cult of Krill.
I.
How's it going?
Oh, hell be well, yeah.
Scotty says he'd twerk on camera for $200
I said pounds, not dollars. I said pounds.
if
Hold
you ask me.
on, Skittles. The difference is, yeah,
I
he
just said I could twerk. Doesn't mean I do twerk.
Skittle. The difference
I
is
know
Scotty will twerk for
Skittles, right?
you. Watch musicals for free.
Exactly.
ATC, by the way. I didn't see ya.
So yeah, he's gonna. If he shows up and actually does it, I'm gonna like. This is gonna be not good.
Oh, shit.
I said £200, by the way. I didn't say $200. I said £200.
Well, you know what? He has American money, so I'm sure the difference. If
Well,
we have to
we
cover
all
the rest of it,
live-
that's fine. It'll be amazing.
Because then, like, people just, like, make it rain on Scotty, I guess.
Well, how much to not twerk if you get $200?
So sorry.
You know what?
You know what? It might not be today. It might not be tomorrow. But when Culture Curl sees this, I feel like I will be delighted.
You know, sub to Colin
And he
Bill.
wants
Sub to
the-
Colin Bill. There you go. He's not giving me money anymore. Sub to him. Sub to Colin Bill. Sub to Colin Krill.
Yeah,
He
you
doesn't
should
do
do
it.
that.
He's never gonna make it. Nah, Scott, you're getting fucking roasted when I get home. Why? Hey, back to the fucking article. Hoffman notes well-eaten.
Well, listen, the
You're right.
highest I've ever seen anybody make it rain on a girl has been $100. So you would like break that record.
Okay. The most I've seen is 1,000 anyway. Hoffman notes that well-eaten bugs may seem bonkers to Westerners for many millions of people around the world. They're a familiar part of the diet. Well, that's fucking Chinese people, though, isn't it?
And Australians.
And he also calls for a global reprisal of what we constitute healthy and nutritional safe food for all. And I'm still eating fucking insects, though.
Yeah.
I've had witchetty grubs before. They made you do it at school. The Aboriginal way. It's not that bad.
Yeah, that's Australia for
Hey, 200 bucks.
literally grab sandwich.
200
No.
fucking
Just eat it.
bucks.
Bit of tomato sauce, mate. You'll be right. Ketchup, whatever the Yanks call it.
Yeah, but
I don't
we
know
all
if you
know,
guys-
I'm not getting into that argument again. We all know it's tomato sauce playing, girl.
Yeah, it is tomato sauce.
yeah, we all know in Australia it's not made from tomatoes, though, is it? It's made from some other kind of insect.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, Chucker's back.
Hey, Trucker.
I hate Baltimore.
Blind guy, you still doing a stream later?
Yep.
England's only sex exchange clinic for children is misleading young patients and telling them their process is fully reversible, claims staff.
That does not surprise me.
Now, why are they even letting them do this anyway?
They shouldn't.
Exactly.
How old are they?
Well, it says children, so under 18.
Okay.
I think nowadays the term children should apply
He's
to
the
people the age of 40.
Yes.
You're still roboting.
Yes, you are.
A former clinician at England's only NHS transgender clinic
Yes.
has gone public for the first time to raise fears about how it treats youngsters wanting to change their gender. Kirsty Entwistle, who worked as a psychologist at the Gender Identity Development Service in Leeds, claims some staff are misleading patients and branding anyone who questions their approach as transphobic. I'm not shocked.
So asking questions is transphobic now.
Yep.
You know, making sure the child actually knows what it's getting into and informing that is not a smart idea to transition before you're 18.
No, well,
Well, the argument could actually be set up to their 20s.
It can be.
Yeah, that I mean, up to their 20s, that argument can be made because your body doesn't fully finish developing until mid 20s.
I heard that your body, somewhere in your late teens, is finished physically developing and growing, but it's your brain that hasn't finished developing until around the age 24, 25.
Well, technically, your brain itself actually never fully finishes developing. It's always growing, always learning. But
not once you pass middle age, it stops.
There's so many jokes I can go through with that. I'm not touching them, old man.
You could talk.
she also just
Barely.
immediately assuming youngsters were transgender without exploring reasons behind their wish to transition, such as traumatic experiences in their childhood. Again, this is not keep as many as they can going. It keeps them in a job and it keeps them funded. That's all they care about. Communists trying to wreck civilization.
Yeah,
They can overrule
because
the
they have that many people in their country.
It just reaches a point. It just reaches a point where the growth of brain slows down. Entwistle addresses her Polly Carmichael, director of Tavistock Clinic, where GIDS operates in London. Writing on a blogging site Medium, she claims staff were telling patients that hormone blockers used to stop the process of puberty were fully reversible. Oh, get fucked. In fact, she explained the reality.
I'll try anything once or maybe twice.
Scotty can't sing, but can he rap? Let's find out.
Did you clean my lunch
Yes, your lunch is clean.
so it don't stink no more?
Not no more. I forgot to mute myself. Crap. Oh, well.
You forgot the what?
Mute himself.
We're getting used to think your mom is background noise now, to be honest.
It's just like BG's cat now, isn't it?
In fact, she explained the reality is no one knows of what impacts are on children's brains, so the claim was obviously not backed up by evidence. Of course it wasn't. The psychologist suggested there was an unspoken rule at the clinic, which meant patients coming in for consultations were always assumed to be transgender. And this is why you get kids wanting to be fucking different genders now. Stuff like this. Fingers are poised into ears. Scottish rap, scrap. Painfully obvious. And remember Hillary Clinton saying it takes a village to raise a child. Communism. Yeah, there are children who have very traumatic experiences and early losses. They're being put onto the medical pathway without having explored or addressed their early adverse experiences, she said. Again, no one directly tells you you're not allowed to suggest that perhaps these early mistakes might have connected to a child's wish to transition. If you make the mistake of suggesting that in a teen, you run the risk of being called transphobic. Of course you do, because kids must be allowed to transition because kids somehow have the brain capacity to think about these things, even though they clearly do not.
You know, they're making the boxes smaller and that they're putting everybody in smaller and smaller, aren't they? Soon it's going to be oh, you're Brian phobic, you are. You know what I mean? It's going to literally get to that point.
Yeah.
Because they're literally separating us all at these little boxes.
I don't like boxes. They suck.
It's like you're gay, you're straight, you're bi, you're Muslim, you're Christian, you're this, you're that.
Yeah, you're a transgendered one-legged black pirate.
I am eating.
He was also gay.
And Green Thunder's mother is eating.
So the case. So she raised the case of one youngster who arrived on session after sessions in a poor state of hygiene, and said there wasn't money for hygiene products. And however good is it done to take a gender identity assessment with the view the medical pathway where there are children and young people who do not have their most basic needs met. Now you see, but you're transphobic though, they're going to you because they must want to transition to a different gender, obviously.
That's the thing. They don't consider transgender. The transgenders think transgender doesn't mean transitioning from one gender to the other. It means transcending gender. That's stupid.
The medic said colleagues wanted to raise concerns, were afraid to do so for fear of being labelled transphobic. Hello, Mark Queen.
Well, I think if you don't like streetcars, you're transphobic.
And Issue said she was coming across the sector. She said, since leaving GIDS, I have continued to follow transgender issues online, and one of the things I've felt concerned about is seeing the bully and intimidation for those people who raise valid concerns about children making medical transition being called transphobic. You still call me Sana, you mouth queen. I'm never going to be a weeb like you, you know.
Hey, Scotty, can you do me a favour?
What?
Can you put on an angry voice and say, Janet, there's been a murder?
Janet, there's been a murder.
Didn't say it properly, you're supposed to say murder.
No.
Janet, there's been a murder.
I don't say it like that though, I just say murder.
You're not a proper Glaswegian.
Yes, because I'm not from Glasgow.
That'll explain it. Hey,
Nothing for me thing, is there?
You've got to admit though, I don't usually take a dig at you for being Scottish.
Yes, there is, right?
Oh, I think Cryptic dropped you another one.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm going to disavow some of the lyrics in here for a start. I'll have a fucking hood, right? That's a fact. He's a motherfucking get a girl, quit a girl. I'm the nigger. Girl looks so good, won't ass up. You the motherfucking won't back that ass up. I probably I'm sorry if I got that tune wrong. I don't know the song, so I can only apologize for that.
Is this what I just came back to?
Yes.
Nice. You got some Juvenile going on? Amazing.
Hey, Scotty, just
piece of shit. I think I looked at the wrong kind of porn or something last night,
Yeah.
so
Scotty,
I have to use my phone right now. So if it sounds really funky, I'm sorry, guys.
you will be. Scotty, just be glad that Cryptic doesn't have access to Bay City Rollers lyrics.
Which one?
You'll have never heard of them. The Bay City Rollers.
Yeah, with knowing the song haven't proved anything. Probably not. At least had it in somewhat tune, I guess. I don't know.
Might have made it worse.
Oh shit.
You guys are funny.
Yeah, it's all at my expense as well.
I'll promise you this, Scotty. If I win the lottery, right, what I'll do for you is you can do this failing to read the news, right? But you'll be in a proper TV studio broadcasting the internet. And whenever Cryptic donates to you, yeah, there'll be a band there to back you. And you can do the dance and everything.
You never know. The best he didn't know to avoid ruining it.
Pretty sure he ruined it anyway, didn't he?
I don't know. I think give him the right incentive, and he'd probably be quite a performer.
If I won the lotto, I would buy an island, but instead of it being like Epstein's Island or whatever, it would be like
shit.
it would be like a truther island. So all of us crazies could just get together and have conventions there.
I think if I won the lottery and it was that much to buy an island, yeah, I'd buy an island.
Yeah, for sure. Are you kidding me?
I'd buy myself a white suit, right? And I'd hire a midget.
Just to say,
Well,
boss, the
midgets,
plane, the
though.
plane.
Yes, I would open Fantasy Island.
Oh, I've never seen that show. I've seen the commercials for it though.
Yeah, I'd put on the fake Mexican accent as well.
Boss, the plane, the plane.
Oh no, Lord, I cleaned that for you very good. Wait,
Well,
that was
anyway,
like
what's
almost
the fucking
Asian. That was like half Asian.
My concerns are made by those kids clinics.
Sorry, guys.
Anonymously
Please
to
continue.
the press. In February, the government of the NHS Trust, which runs the Tavistock Clinic, put in claims the youngsters are being left in a transitioning without being given enough guidance. Yeah, Marcus Evans, who worked for the Tavistock and Portsmouth NHS Trust, for more than 30 years, says he has serious concerns about what's going on in the gender identity world. Why do we live in a world where there's a fucking gender identity world? People are about. Following a damning internal report which claimed Trust's gender identity development service. A letter has been
Hey,
signed.
In your
24
chair. I'm sorry. Never mind. I should have
What?
just wrote this. Go ahead, please, Scotty.
A letter has been raised by 25 other clinicians and the Trust who are upset about how the concerns have been raised in the report have been handled. Kids said less than half of his patients were given blockers. To be honest, with the kids, none of them should be given blockers. This whole fucking clinic just shouldn't fucking exist.
No, it shouldn't. Actually, yes, it should, but it should only be there to give advice and proper advice. Not, oh yes, you're transgender. Join our club. One of us.
They should be able to get that anyway, shouldn't you? Just from like a normal.
One of
Yeah.
us.
One of us.
There was no need for that at all.
What the hell was that, Green?
Spokesperson
Remember
said,
the lollipop guild?
we do not hold a view on what outcome will be for the child when they come into our service. Well, clearly you do. There's no pressure to provide medical intervention from the service. So there can be offered from the person, or it can often be offered from the person to the young person or family. Clinic added that it operates in a contentious field and operates and holds in mind The concerns raised by staff about the complexity and background of many referrals we see. Stop fucking brainwash engaging the transition now. There's an idea. Fucking cunt. That's what I say about it. There's that fucking. We should not be allowed to transition until the age of 18.
Nope. Like I said, I think they should raise the legal definition of what it is to be an adult to 40.
40.
40.
Anyway,
But what if you don't identify as that later on?
Then you get evicted. You know, you get kicked out of the human race.
actually, don't replied yet.
Yeah, most of their human race sucks anyway.
Dude, glad he hasn't.
I mean, Green here, he has to have papers to prove that he's human.
So, Skills, you missed me rapping, but you haven't missed me twerking because Colin Curl hasn't replied and probably won't give me money anyway, so yeah. If he gives me money for that, I think he just has too much money lying around. I think that's. Sunbather kicked in the balls by a horse after ignoring signs not to touch it.
Ah! He's not going to have children.
Nope.
I bet he's pissed some blood for a month.
Oof.
You don't mess around with horses.
You
They don't like it.
go behind a horse, and that's a beach donkey. Not that it makes any difference to that guy.
No, he's gonna be in pain either way. Sunbather who ignored warnings not to touch a wild horse during a day out at the beach suffered instant harm when the stallion floored him, as well as a well-placed kick to the balls.
Dumbass.
Where was this?
Maryland.
I didn't know there was all...
Chincoteague. Chincoteague or Assateague?
Assateague.
Assateague.
Yeah.
You know, the horses that are on that island are not actually. They were not actually wild horses. They were brought over by the French.
Yeah, they were just mildly annoyed horses.
Well, they're pretty much, they were tamed livestock that can't get off the island on their own and went feral.
Mm-hmm.
So they reverted back to being wild.
The winds-inducing food. The moment was captured on winds-inducing footage last month. That sentence didn't make any sense. It shows a middle-aged beachgoer approaching the brown nag on Assateague Island off the coast of Maryland and gently petting its side. Visitors to the island famous for the wild horses, which also roam its pine forests and salt marshes, are told not to touch the feral animals. But this brazen maver failed to heed the warning and instantly regretted it.
Idiot.
Yep.
No matter how beautiful the horses are, remember not to touch them. I'm going to touch it anyway.
Yeah, the only time you touch them is after you shot them with a trank dart.
Yeah, this guy's not Maryland where cookies come from. Yeah. God damn it, I just slammed my legs together driving and almost sold my truck out. Unlucky. Despite his softly approach, the horse raised his back leg before kicking the man squarely in the balls. After being hit with the hoof, he toppled straight to the floor and shook Beavers came to help. I'm surprised he fell to the floor. The unidentified visitor is not the first to come unstuck while attempting to interact with the horses on Assateague Island. Last year, a lifeguard on one of the beaches was hurt after fielding 2 kicks from one of them.
Kill them all.
According to the National Parks and Wildlife Service, there are more than 300 wild horses on the island.
Bless you.
It was a burp, not a sneeze.
I was about to say that.
I'm sorry. Some people hate it. I say it.
I like doing the same thing.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Yes.
Who was it anyway?
Me, it was me and Burp.
No, was it? Okay.
My stream I can burp if I want to.
Fair enough.
That's business what I do.
Yes, Skittles. Any man who wants footage of that is a very sick person indeed.
Honey wants with the win. Wild horses. Okay. I don't think they liked your joke, Honey Monster.
Oh, that was a joke. Oh, right.
He's done better than that. Donald Trump crosses wedding reception as the delightful bride and groom lead guests in China of USA.
They'll piss the left off somehow.
Thank you, TC. This is the moment
So-
Donald Trump crossed. On you go.
I was going to say, by the way, Mr. Oops, where the hell did it go?
I'll send it to you after the Skittles. Well, I rate it very underrated. Very underrated pun, in my opinion. Yeah, but you're the one that made the pun, therefore you would think it was funny.
I thought it was okay.
Go to Assateague Island, Maryland. You'll get a kick out of it. Sorry.
Yeah, this is the moment Donald Trump crossed the wedding reception. Delighting the bride and groom so much they led guests in the chant of USA. The president, 73, was spending the weekend at his Bedminster golf resort in New Jersey. When he walked into a box of newlyweds, Nicole Marie and PJ Longelli. Donald Trump beckoned the happy couple to come to him as guests, quickly tried to film the arrival of the Republican leader. Trump wearing a dark with a fireplace, with his arms around the two as they took part in USA chants along with Trump. Why the Aussie people lose their job or something now?
Yeah.
And there's going to be a hit piece written about this somewhere, isn't there?
Yeah.
Obviously, if Trump comes to your wedding, obviously you're a neo-Nazi alt-right pedophile.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Is this the same wedding where it was like MAGA themed
No, I think
and
this
the bride had like a MAGA wedding dress?
That would be
I think
awesome.
I think the wedding must have been because Trump was at his resort, so I think the wedding must have been at Trump's resort, and Trump just happened to be there at the same time.
Ah, I see. I'm sorry, I keep having to switch my earphones so I can hear you, but now it's perfect.
Pardon?
And the
Unless
president
you
even kissed the bride and waved to the guests as they cheered him on. Yep, there's another Me Too moment there, Trump. Another shows Trump being introduced to the couple. Unicorn Song, you came in here. The bride tells Trump.
Would you guys let Trump kiss your bride? On the cheek,
Not-
like for a photo op?
On the cheek,
Well,
I
on the
wouldn't care.
cheek,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't care. Yeah.
For money, yes.
For money.
Would you let Trump would you let Trump kiss you on the cheek for a photo op?
Oh,
Like
would,
a
'cause-
fun thing?
oh, I
Hell
would, 'cause
yeah!
it-
They're gonna get him to
I would.
autograph it and sell it on eBay.
Yeah, why not?
Or how about both of you kissing each of his cheeks for a photo op? That'd be
Where is
cute.
this going, Maria? Where is this going?
No, Blanco, I'd let him kiss you for money, yeah.
Yeah, but
Aw.
No, excuse me. You
Yeah,
don't let him do anything to me. I get that call, you son of a bitch.
the question I want to know is, would you let Trump give you a reach around?
Yeah, I'll give you half the
Blanco,
money.
would you-
I'll give you half the money for it.
No. But let Ben Shapiro walk into that room.
Blind
I'll give you
girl,
half-
I'm
would
just
you
kidding. I'm just kidding.
would you let
Sorry,
Scott?
Blanco.
Would you let Trump give Scotty a kiss on the cheek?
Hells yeah.
Hypocrite.
Aw.
How much for grabbing by the pussy? How much? Yeah, I was about to say how much for grabbing by
For
the
free or
pussy?
for money? For free or for money?
I don't care. I'd be like, dude, you want to go give him a kiss? Have fucking fun. and then I'd go to the punch.
So you
And
punch
so
Trump.
would Scotty if Trump came over to kiss him.
No, would
No,
you
it's
punch
a
me or
punch.
would you punch?
As in drink, you know, the punch bowl.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to drink. You're banned from drinking.
Dude, not all punch has alcohol in it.
Most of it does though.
No, it doesn't.
No, I'm pretty sure punch is not meant to be alcohol. It's just people add alcohol.
No, it's only when it's spiked that punch is alcoholic.
Exactly. The punch
Yeah.
bowl is fucking fruit juice, dude.
There are two types of punch. There is punch that is meant to be alcoholic and punch that is meant to be alcohol free.
Yeah, but then where's the fun in that though? No, go. That's quite fun.
You know, I ordered
And Chloe
fruit punch
appears.
from a gay
It's not-
bar,
Not Chloe.
and the guy behind the
It's
bar
Isaac.
punched me in the face.
Yeah, I know. It's like me. I went into the Western thing bar, went up to the bar, there's 4 fingers of red eye, so the guy stabbed 2 fingers in both my eyes.
Trump grabs pussy and Biden sniffs hair. Biden touches little girls. Spike punches the booze one. Yeah, but see, what's fun about? But then it's no fun. There's no drinking it.
Yeah,
There's no
well, it's just,
drinking it, it's not fun.
it's like drinking orange juice otherwise, isn't it, really? Something like that.
Yeah, it's pointless.
No, it's not pointless. It's called its punch. And seeing as I'm not allowed to drink, probably a good thing, Scotty.
Not everything has to be alcoholic.
Yeah, if I ever get married to you, I'm gonna get drunk on that day.
You're forgetting
So you know,
Scotty is from Scotland. So, yes, everything has to be alcoholic.
And you know what's really sad, Math Queen, is that everybody is sort of dismissing him touching little girls and making other women feel uncomfortable and things like that. And you don't hear it in the media or anything like that because they want him to be one of the front runners.
Hold on. Him touching
okay, Biden, I promise I won't put alcohol in the punch for you. Then there you go.
Cuban, him touching
Yeah.
little girls and making other women feel. Are you trying to say Biden's a woman?
No, I'm trying to say that
Biden's a
if you
pedo.
look
I don't
at
care.
all the
Biden's a full-on
pictures,
pedo. He's a
Yeah.
full-on
if you look
pedo. I
at
don't care what
if you
anyone
look at
says.
all the pictures and like the women's expressions and things like that is not a comfortable face. That is not a face I make when I'm comfortable if somebody's freaking touching me.
No, that's not what I've got the issue
Oh.
with. You said Biden touches little girls and makes other women feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, but I mean,
Correct.
being uncomfortable is
Yeah,
not a
it's-
goddamn crime.
Biden's not a woman.
I said he makes other women.
These days, these days, it is,
Exactly.
isn't it?
As
Yeah,
if
but I mean, even if somebody makes you feel uncomfortable, it's not a fucking crime.
No, it isn't a crime. That's right. But
I don't care what anyone says. He's a
That's the way you said
pedo. He's a
it.
pedo. I don't care what anyone says. He's a pedo. Do your
It's the way-
research and you'll.
it's the
you'll
way
but
see
you
there
it.
is
said
no
it.
proof that he is, so we cannot say that he is.
Bullshit. He touches girls by the tits and the little girls by the grabs them by the boobs.
I've
and
seen
stuff.
it.
He's a
No,
pedo.
I've seen it, and it's like a power trip. It's like a thing.
Full-on pedo.
He's definitely-
But we
he's
can't
rapey,
prove
isn't
it
he?
now, can we? Other than watching this footage, I mean, like, what else are we supposed to do?
He's definitely fucking rapey, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No, he's
what
not.
what I'm getting at,
He is rapey.
No, he's
Math Queen,
not.
Math Queen is right. They have no moral standing to say that Trump grabs them by the pussy because I've never seen a video of Trump grabbing anybody by the pussy, but I have seen videos of Biden uncomfortably touching
Grabbing.
little girls in the breasts.
The
Yeah,
Very
he's
grabbing by the
uncomfortable
pussy,
for me to watch.
the grabbing by the pussy thing was never about actually the whole grabbing by the pussy.
Correct.
The grabbing by the
It's-
pussy
it's-
comment was actually all in in context. The grabbing by the pussy thing was actually talking about how women will let you do it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because
If
he
you
says-
have money.
If he's
If you
famous,
have
rich
money.
And he says,
It's
and
a locker
they'll let
room
you grab
talk,
them by the
like-
pussy.
Yeah,
It's a,
I'll be back
it's
in a
a
moment.
locker room talk.
Very bad.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
Biden-
some
Definitely
women
fucking
will. If
rapey.
you have the right amount of money, some women will. I mean, that's not an untrue statement.
Anyway,
It
back
really
to-
is not.
I
Back
didn't
to
hear
that.
anything you said, Scotty.
I just said he's clearly rapey. Clearly rapey.
No, he's not.
He sniffs fucking little girls there and touches their arse and breast, and it's like fucking. He's creepy. He's rapey.
Yep.
I just hope I hope you guys can hear me okay with this stupid
Yeah, pick up.
microphone.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
I'm not saying he's a rapist. He just seems a bit rapey and creepy. That's what I'm saying.
Right, exactly. And there's a thing about being touchy feely because you know what? I'm kind of touchy feely, especially like when I'm drinking. But even at my most drunk, if I saw someone's facial expression looking like that when I was trying to give them a hug, I'd be like, whoa, 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 I am so sorry. You know, he didn't care. He
Yeah,
didn't
he-
Or
care.
didn't notice.
He.
How could he not
I'm
notice?
sorry?
Like, he's blind. How could he not notice?
How do you not notice somebody backing away from you and having that scared look like, geez, please don't touch me, please don't touch me, please don't touch me? Like, that's what I see in her. But maybe I'm projecting. There's no proof. And you're right. Perhaps it's just something that's, I don't know. I
I'm just
don't
saying.
know.
Like, I'm just saying. There's a lot of rapey vibes from him. I'm not saying that he is a rapist.
I know. I get rapey vibes from him too. But what am I supposed to do? I don't have proof. I do have a really uncomfortable picture of him that I don't know if it's true or not that I can share.
And the groom urged the groom urged the president to stop in later for a couple of minutes. Please, it means so much to us, he said. The couple got engaged at Bedminster in 2017. And bride Nicole Marie had sent Trump a number of invites to the wedding, including a book detailing the number of times she had previously met the leader. It was reported that there's a number of flags in the reception hall with Trump 2020 on them. These two smash or pass.
Yes.
Smash.
I'd smash the one in the blue dress and
Yeah, the one on the left, super hot. One on the left, yes.
No, I'd smash the one in the blue dress, then pass it and smash the one in the white dress, then pass it and smash the one in the blue dress again.
Excuse me, both.
I'd smash the one in the blue dress and pass on the one on the
Yeah,
right.
if you only get one choice, the blue one, blue dress.
Yeah.
I only get one choice.
Screw that.
I'll take.
You can choose both. But I'm saying smash. I'm saying smash the one on the blue dress. Pass.
well,
the
Okay,
one on the-
if
listen.
that's the
If
case-
I only get one choice, I'm gonna go with the one in the right because I like tall girls because I'm short.
If that's the case, then I use a smoke bomb to obscure the room, hit the ceiling light with a batarang, and escape.
How do you know she's
and
taller? How
and
do
escape
the
with
left-
both of them.
how do you
But
know?
the left-
I'm done.
The left is hotter. I'll admit the left is hotter, but I don't know. I kind of like tall
Right.
Amazonian women.
Right?
I'm
You
somewhat
heard,
tall, so I like them small. I pretend they're female jockeys, right?
you heard it here
That's what I
first,
like.
folks. Cuban Doll thinks that the left is hotter. She's a lefty.
No.
You
know what I am.
Yeah, but like I said, smoke bomb.
You know what I am.
Like I said, smoke bomb. Batarang to the ceiling light. I escape with both of them.
Yeah, I got fuck her for it. Yeah, I'd fuck her covered. You don't know if that one's told of because for all you know, like you don't see the shoes, and she could be wearing like really high heels, and she couldn't be. So they could be.
This is true.
The one in
This
the
is
white
very
is
true.
bending her knees.
So maybe she's even taller. Wow. That could be fun.
Giant woman.
I'm just kidding, guys. Anyways,
She's not in the book.
I'm sorry.
I said she's not, you know.
No, 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 no.
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 Load, will you?
No.
Do.
Man scaled down 19-story building to make it safely to the ground.
Could he not use the stairs?
No, because the building was on fire.
Yeah. The old Dutch oven. The images have been flipped in MS Paint. The one on the right is always more attractive. I wouldn't kick her out of bed if she farted, but I'd give her a dirty look of disgust. I feel like blind girl would do that to me if I farted in bed.
Maybe.
Should probably pull the covers over your head, Scotty.
Yeah, but then what I do is I just fart in her face. I just fart in her face while she's sleeping or something.
I will kill you.
How would you know? That could be the cat farting for all you know.
It's definitely not the cat.
The cat farts, doesn't it?
Not in my face.
Yeah, this is the moment a man scaled out a 19-story building to make it to the ground safely. Fire officials said they have no information on the man. He was seen climbing down the Holden Tower high-rise apartment, Spider-Man style, to escape the fire in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on Thursday. Scott Small, Philadelphia chief inspector, told ABC News the man used chain link fences, then enclosed the building balconies to climb down. Smallin said it took the man under 3 minutes to reach the first floor. He then jumped onto the first floor scaffolding, climbed down, and walks away nonchalantly.
And the same playing video games doesn't help you in real life.
Country, a man made defying climb to escape a fire in Philadelphia. He climbed 15 stories down the side of this high-rise building. The fire apparently started in the trash chute, filling the halls with smoke. 4 residents and
there's got balls, though, they?
smoke inhalation and heat exhaustion.
That's what we're looking at, yeah.
4 people and 3 firefighters were taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation, heat exhaustion. They are currently in a stable condition.
Oh. That's what I was doing. 1 second.
Honeymoon said, you probably enjoyed that, actually, having like cooking.
What do they call them? Amazonians or whatever they call them? The real tall ones?
Like the tall women?
Yeah, the real
Yes,
tall
I
ones.
love Amazon. Just because I've always been so short, like my whole entire life, like I just want to be like maybe like 6'3" with like blonde hair and like big boobs and like legs up to here. Just one day, because I'm so opposite of that, you know? Just be the complete opposite.
I wouldn't want to be like that. I'm happy being like 5'11".
So you want to be the complete opposite of what you are, Cuban? Is that what you
Just
say?
for one day. I like who I am, but
so-
just for one day, I think it would be fun.
So you want basically to be the complete opposite of yourself. That means you want to be a tall, blonde-haired, fair-skinned, blue-eyed Nordic man.
No man.
Yeah,
woman.
one except when I was dancing for a nightclub. I said, you'll fall asleep
Like
at
I
the
don't want to
time.
have. I don't want to have to tuck anything. I want to have a vagina. Still want to be a woman. I mean, damn.
Yeah, honey wants
If I was a woman for the day, I wouldn't leave my bedroom. I'd
You're
just be in the
dancing
bedroom
with
the whole
Johnny or
fucking day.
something. Hey.
Play with yourself all fucking day. Why not?
Yeah, why do that when you've got a girlfriend who can do it for you?
I mean, if you were a girl for a day, I wouldn't leave the room for the day. Just
Yeah.
some toys and play
Right?
with
If
myself.
you were a girl for a day, you guys would probably be playing with a lot of things and just being like, "Oh, what's this?"
Fucking do.
But you know what? While you were doing that, I hope too that you would experience like the whole emotional thing and crying and everything, just so you know how it feels.
That doesn't. No, but I don't want that part. Thanks.
No, I'd want that just for
Because
my
it
own
fucking
sake.
sucks when it happens to girls. So if you're gonna play around with your boobies and stuff like that, I hope you at least experience that too.
No, because I'd like it
And
when
then
it's, like,
see
still
and then
being-
my punishment would be having to get like random boners in public and having to figure out how to like navigate those. So we
Yeah.
each have
Kicking the
different
balls as well.
punishments.
Yeah, then some
You know?
random girl walk past and flick you in the balls for no reason.
Yeah, and as soon
I'll
as you
just
hear
have
that,
to
you're the
win.
fucking dog guy.
I'll just what do you guys do? Put it in your belt or something? I don't know. I'll just have to do
No,
something.
I usually just lean
Or how to
forward.
waiter.
I usually just lean forward. That usually hides it quite well.
Yeah.
Oh, you just leave it there, like here you
No, I just
go.
lean forward and try and hide it. That's what you
Oh,
gotta do.
lean forward.
If no one's watching, you quickly get your boxes and you put it against your boxes, and it just goes straight up. No one can notice.
Okay, I need
Sometimes you can just sometimes you can like shift it to the side a little bit. But it's not so
Yeah.
bad. No, because I'd rather it was just like I was a woman, but it was just my brain in a woman's body.
I usually just hang a
That makes sense.
newspaper on it.
I'm just in a woman's body, so just like
Yeah, Tom, I don't know about you, but yeah, if I get a bone in public, I hide it by hanging the newspaper on it.
Why not? Eh?
Oh,
Yeah.
honey
So-
monster.
Sometimes I have to use two
You
broadsheets as well.
You're right. Honey monster, it would be like you guys would really enjoy repeated orgasms, like for sure.
Just wait a
Yeah,
couple
instead
of
of
minutes,
like,
Tony wants to
sore
wait a
cock
couple
as
of minutes and go again.
you know, that
I'm
instead of,
sorry?
like, sore cock as well.
Wait, what did you just say?
So having a sore cock as well.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Maria.
Yes, you'd also have to experience getting your foreskin caught in your fly. That's fun.
Yes, yes.
I've never done that. I ain't got no
You
force.
guys are fucking gross.
But see, if I have to experience that, then you guys have to experience getting a period then.
You guys are just fucking gross.
You can have blue balls in. Get blue balls in, you see what real pain is.
Hold on a minute. Experience getting a period. That's the thing. Women get periods, men suffer from them.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
It's true.
True.
It is true a little bit. And I'm so sorry for that, you guys.
Because if you notice, when women get, if women PMS, they only ever take it out on men.
See, I don't know. I'm weird. I cry. I don't get mad. I don't do anything. I just cry at random shit. Like the stupidest commercial. I'm like, oh my God, save the children. That's about it.
When my mother when my
I
mum,
get paid when they fit out the
Wait, what?
We've all had
What is
that.
happening?
when my mum had a time in the month, my dad used to go fishing a lot.
Oh, yeah,
Maria?
yeah, yeah. Yes,
Do you know what PMS stands for?
I sure do. Premenstrual syndrome.
No. Putting up with men's shit.
Aw. Well, you know what? You only, put up with what you can handle. And if you don't like it, then you don't have to put up with it.
Anyway,
Yep.
Philadelphia Fire Department Captain Derek Borer said they responded to a building after the fire started on the 4th floor due to a trash chute. The smoke reportedly traveled up through the garbage chute and billowed the entire floor. Responders were able to flood the chute with water when the fire was put out. After all, the residents in about 100 of the department's units were evacuated to air-conditioned buses. Well, at least nobody died.
Yeah.
Everyone's also alive. Hopefully, anyway.
So who threw their lit cigarette down the garbage chute? That's what I'm wondering.
Probably Mr. Misanthropic.
Yeah, probably blind girl, actually.
Oh.
That's something you do, though, isn't it?
No.
Excuse me, I've got to go feed the hairy bastard. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
See, this is like I'm reading the chat, and this is like the weirdest shit that we're teaching our children, that men can have periods, that men can get like pregnant, that what is it's called people stool now? No, it's
Yeah,
not.
no, men can't
Honey
get pregnant.
Monster, you're making shit up now.
So blind girls, your pills started working again, or
No.
and how much sleep did you get then?
Not that great.
Sucks to be you.
It does.
That's why you don't sound in the best of moods then.
Hmm?
That'd be why you don't sound in the best of moods.
Eh.
I'm just making sure, that's all.
I woke up around the time Ranting Monkey was supposed to be done. He was still going, so I'm like, okay, I'll watch this till the end.
He
can't be
went on
going
for like
that long.
he went on for like fucking 6 hours today, didn't he?
Yeah, I then fell back to sleep, woke up, he's still going. Like, what the crap? How long is he going to go today?
I am
went and had
so
dinner.
mad. I am so mad because last night, before he used that name, I was the one that called her Erica Thomas Smollett.
Yeah, maybe he
I'm
watches this stream. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. That's because you're a coward. Be a man and
Wait, what?
smoke.
I don't
Are you,
smoke
are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Skittles.
Skittles. Skittles.
I don't smoke anything anymore. Can't afford it, and just don't. Then again, I didn't smoke that much, and it's just easier not to buy anything to smoke, so I don't have anything to smoke.
A sweet taste for cancer.
I smoke a lot. Just kidding.
Cancer's always good. Do these baby baboons undermine trendy gender-neutral theories about toys? Young female apes like to play with dolls, and the males like to play with trucks.
Yes, this is true.
Okay, yes. Because it is in our nature to care for our babies. That is how babies grow up.
And the gender-neutral toy movement may have been thwarted by a group of baboons after a new BBC documentary showed females playing with dolls and males playing with trucks.
My favorite study with monkeys. They gave monkeys like these tokens that they'd spend on food. One of the first things that happened was one of the female baboons was taking the tokens and giving the male baboons like a hand job or something. I forget.
Yeah.
But it was like immediately prostitution broke out.
Horny bastards. An interest in gender-neutral toys has been steadily on the rise for years amid fears reinforcing societal male-female divide. The new BBC Two documentary, Animals at Play. Fuck off, creep soon. Animals at Play has revealed how differently the minds of the genders work, at least in baboons.
Look, I don't freak out when my son plays with dolls or whatever, but I do tell him that, hey, that's like, I know it sounds kind of bad to say, but I tell him that that's not really like a boy toy, you know, and that he'll probably get made fun of later on in life if he plays with that with other boys. Is that bad?
No.
I feel bad saying this. I feel bad saying this in this society now. This is what it's turned into.
Nah, kids will grow, they make fun of her.
The only reason I played with my doll is because I was playing with my sister.
Well, it shows how to nurture, you know. I don't want to, you know, not take that away from him or anything like that. But I mean, if he I don't know. I'll stop talking now.
One male baboon initially passes over to a toy doll, but quickly becomes disinterested and moves his attention to a shiny yellow plane. Other male baboons seem more interested in active toys and intrigued on how the wheels moved on toy trucks. And for the first time ever, female baboons were spotted throwing dolls around as they thought they were baby monkeys. Evolutionary psychology. What was that?
They were some ugly ass dolls then.
You know what? I love how they were trying to prove something, but then they ended up reinforcing what we've always known.
Yeah. Because they've done something like this before, though. It's always ended up in this kind of result.
They've done this over and over. Would you like a quick little relatable story time?
Okay then.
My son is 2. Up until he was about 6 months old, he was all about stuffed animals. Give him a stuffed animal, he would cuddle it, he would grab a hold of it, he would scream and cry if you let it go, or if he ever lost it. The moment he hit about 6 foot, the moment he hit 6 months, he started losing control in stuffed animals. Now, you try to give him one, he'll look at you like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? And go back to his toy cars.
Yeah, they grow out of it. I mean, they grow out of a lot of things. It's just curiosity.
I won't sit and deny it. I mean, if my son wants a doll, I'm not going to deny it.
Right.
But he has no interest in them. He does not want them.
Ich bin back. Ich bin back.
One of the 11 nuclear weapons that the states lost in the fire. The Matthew countries. Evolutionary psychology professor Ben Garrett told the Express, very often toy preferences in human are clearly distant from one another. We don't know how far it goes back. Is it nature or is it nurture? But clearly proven to this is nature.
It's both. It's instinctual, but it can be influenced by outside environmental factors such as culture.
The documentary also highlighted the important role of playing in growing up across all species. Hyenas were shown to relate on play to work together, especially useful when uniting to take down larger animals. Chimpanzees use playtime to work out who they can trust. Key parrots seem to just enjoy the fun of it. Professor Garrett added, for humans, social play is essential. As important as a good diet and exercise.
I remember reading somewhere. Apparently, the more complex a species is, the more important play is to that species.
I guess it's a very useful thing. Yeah.
And do you know how many different kinds of play there are?
How many what?
How many different kinds of play there are?
How many?
4.
Hmm.
Fucking seagulls are back again.
Nobody got it.
Foreplay.
Yep.
Son of a bitch! I was muted the whole time. I'm sitting here screaming for you, pervert.
No, see, I got it. It's just my imagination went somewhere else.
He mentioned it. Her imagination went to it.
Yeah. So, better to say nothing at all.
Oh God, this is in the mirror. So this will be a lie.
Tommy Robinson punched in prison shower by man 70 for acting like a celebrity. Robinson, 36, real name Stephen Yancey Lennon because we didn't know that before, is locked up in London's HM Belmarsh for putting a child grooming case, putting a child grooming trial at risk.
He didn't. The trial was over. It was at the sentencing period.
Man,
Man,
this guy's been convicted. He just hasn't been sentenced. You
This
put
guy's
the
gonna
trial
get killed.
Oh no, the verdict and everything had been reached. It was just it was the sentencing part.
Yeah, like
I
People
suppose
are
this is
stupid.
where I should tell everybody that one of the guys from Rebel Media is going to see Tommy Robinson in jail on Tuesday, and is crowdfunding
Nice.
to be able to do it.
Okay.
Apparently, Rebel Media is going to go visit him to make sure he's not dying and stuff.
Yeah. Is the crowdfunding for his legal defense, or is it for like just
No, Tommy Robinson doesn't want a legal defense. The crowdfunding is because the only way he can get there on a Tuesday is to literally fly there, get off the plane, go see him in prison, to fly directly back to Canada. No hotel, no nothing. And that was the only time they could get him to see it, because Tommy Robinson is only allowed, I think, so many visitors per week, and his wife and kids gets first dibs. But
Well-
Tommy Robinson said he wasn't going to talk about his plight in prison to his wife and kids, so the guy from the Rebel Media is going to go every week to make sure they're not starving him to death and he's generally okay. The prison that he was sentenced to is a prison that terrorists get sentenced to.
see that's not shocking. That's not shocking then.
Well, he is.
I knew it would happen. I knew we'd get sent into like a prison where there's lots of Muslims. I knew that would happen.
They want him to die in
It's not just
society.
lots of Muslims. It's a prison set up, a maximum security prison specifically set up for either mass murderers, terrorists, or serial killers.
Oh, well, that,
There's going to be a lot of like, Muslims in there. There's going to be a lot of Muslims in there. That's why they set him in there.
Exactly, and he spends 23 hours in solitary confinement.
Again,
Again.
not surprised. Not surprised.
So yeah, if anybody wants to go head over to Rebel Media and help crowdfund for that, feel free to do so.
Yeah, welcome, Morgan King. Enjoy your ranch. For a long time, I thought they were walking around about talking about Tony Robinson. Those are very confusing times for me. I don't get that joke.
I'll bet you it's Tommy Robinson versus his real name.
I think it's how often is the guy going to be traveling from Canada over to London then?
Mhm.
Once a week, is it?
My thing is, if he's going to fly from Canada to England, what is that? A 12-hour flight?
Nah, wouldn't be that long, would it?
Emily
It's one
Hart
ride, yeah, I'd take it.
died.
Do what?
Emily Hartridge. She had a YouTube channel. I saw a couple of videos. She wasn't bad, but
I actually I checked from Scotland at least it's 16 hours. I think from England I don't know how long it is
what's that for?
over to Canada. I know from Scotland at least it's like it's 16 hours, but I had a 2-hour layover.
That son of a bitch had better get some damn travel pay.
Where's Rebel Media? Where's Rebel Media? What part of Canada?
And Blanca, what part of Canada is Rebel Media from? What part of Canada is Rebel Media from?
What part of Canada? They have journalists all over Canada. They don't have a station in Canada.
We'll just say Toronto then.
Well, no. I mean, yeah, they frequent Toronto a lot, but they also do a lot of things in Ottawa as well.
He was going there all the time. That's going to be like a lot. That's going to be a lot of flights.
Who's
Yep.
got static?
About 10.5 hours, roughly.
Yep.
From London to Toronto is 8 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was getting
have-
ready to say that I flew from Dulles outside of Washington to Paris in 8 hours.
Yeah, they're not staying there at all. They're just going there, checking up on him, and leaving. And the reason why he's going there is because Tommy Robinson used to work under him directly, right? So I can post a link to their. I can post a link to what they said about it in the chat. I'll just go find it.
I flew from Newcastle to Florida once. It took me about 18 hours, and by God, my arms were tied by the time I got there.
Yeah, the area founder was repeatedly decked by the elderly for acting like a celebrity in the showers. A HMP Belmarsh reports the Daily Star Sunday. The fucking Daily Star.
Yeah. HMP.
I don't trust
You know what HMP stands for?
Her Majesty's Prison.
No, horrible Muslim.
By the way, it's Ezra Levant that's going to check up on him.
That's not a surprise then, because he's the leader. Because he was the one who actually did a crowdfunding for him last time he was in prison.
Yes.
Yep, that is what HMP stands for. Horrible Muslim prison.
Because I don't believe this story anymore because the Daily Star.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking. The Daily Star is not a fucking bastion of journalism.
Do you know what the difference between the Daily Star and the Daily Mirror is?
I don't know.
The title.
Yeah, real name Stephen Jackson Lennon was jailed for 9 months for contempt of court. I mean, ongoing child giving. Child at risk of collapsing, even though the sentencing.
Yeah.
I think someone's echoing.
I think Maria's being attacked by RoboCop.
Yeah.
Maria, do you have the stream on the background? Yeah, risk of collapsing. He pleaded with Donald Trump to offer asylum in the US and claimed he would be killed in British prison. Yeah, but the far-right extremists, because of course he is, words fell on deaf ears when he was promised within 72 hours of arriving at Belmarsh, southeast London, 10 days ago. Honey Monster's penis? No. Yeah, because the Honey Monster even have a penis? Because isn't he naked all the time?
No, he always wears trousers.
I haven't seen a fucking Sugar Puff advert in years. So I don't know.
You know, I've always been a fan of Kuwaika. Then you don't even have to wear pants, and you still don't show your penis.
The Honey Monster is actually a thing, is it? I just thought that was his name he made up. I didn't know it was a cereal or something.
It's Sugar Puffs.
Okay.
Sugar Puffs mascot.
I bet if Robinson makes it through this sentence and is let out, the couple months after he's let out, they'll find something else to arrest him for and put him in prison.
Yeah, skills are never wearing pants. So you just sit there bald naked after them.
Batman, you think it'll be never ending? They'll always just find one thing after another to get him.
I think that's the way it's looking. And Skittles, nobody cares.
Source told the newspaper there was a bit of a pushing, and then one pensioner, a 70-year-old, very hard pensioner, Dick Robinson, was a punch to the jaw. I don't believe that though, because there's been footage of him like fighting like 6 people.
Yeah.
And he's won. And he yeah. Oh, Streamlabs. Let's see what I have to sing now.
Oh god.
This could be fun. So this has been quite lucrative, though. I'll give it that. Rapu Scottish. Thank you, Rapu Scottish Brig, who donated £3. You know, again, seen a white person before, jaws on the floor, like pen, like tell me the person at the door. If opening hands worse than before. Fucking. You all act like you never seen a white person before, jaws on the floor, like pen, like tell me the person at the door. Decided whipping your ass worse than before, they all. Yeah, first of all, I saw her over the finish. Turn the hallway. No, wait, you're. Did he? Dr. J said, nothing you really enjoyed today's dread. So I even added extra letters because I fucked that one up.
Scotty M. All right. Good job.
Yeah, thank you, Rob. You said it quick. Anthropic.
We got a real Scotsman Mathers going on.
I was about to say Marshall Mathers sung that better.
Slim Scott.
He's also fucking. He's also a fucking cuck, though, isn't he?
Go Slim Scott, go!
That would have sounded better if this was a silent movie.
He's also a fucking cuck, though, isn't he? So, best £3 I've ever spent.
You tight-fisted American git.
Thank you, anyway. Not the best £3 I've ever received, but there we go.
What's £3 in American? $5? No, it wouldn't be that much.
I think it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's about $5.
Yeah, easy to find out.
Yeah, he didn't have any idea who he hit. He was going to, he wasn't going to back down. Those are the rules in Belmarsh. You fight or back down. It was all over in a flash.
Actually, it's not that much. At the moment, £3 is $3.75.
Look at that. Our currency is getting fucking weak then.
Yeah, it's because of the government dicking about with Brexit.
I remember one point it was double.
Yeah.
It was all over in a flash. One of the American officers asked what was going on, but he said he slipped, so no official report was made. Probably because they don't like Robinson. Yeah, if you start acting as if you are big time, someone will take you down. If you come into prison and start acting like you were the boss, they will take you down very quickly. Interstate Justice said we do not comment on individuals. I'm shocked. Oh, well, we're still doing better than fucking Canada's dollar anyway.
Hold on, isn't Canada's dollar equal to like Chinese yen?
No, it's about the same as the Aussie dollar. £3 would be about $5.75, roughly.
Well, yours is even worse.
I'm just having a guess. I haven't checked it for ages. Let me go check.
I'll make you read more GG Allen lyrics, Scully. Please don't. No more GG Allen.
Today's rate right now, $3 is $3.89, or £3 is $3.89.
Robinson was jailed after making defendants entering a child abuse at Leeds Crown Court and streaming the footage to millions of people on his Facebook page. This breached a reporting ban put in place to protect other grooming trials involving 29 people. He was jailed over the crime May last year, but freed on appeal before being imprisoned again following a retrial at the Old Bailey earlier this month. Come on, see, Wilson, you want him dead. That's what you want. You will not stop until you kill this man.
Nope.
Yeah, because these fucking dicks. That's why.
Cryptic, you're welcome.
Am I still echoing?
No.
Nope.
Right now.
Maybe it was the wind.
Damn, the Canadian dollar's better than ours. Jesus Christ.
Christ,
I'm hearing Streamlabs.
£1 is worth 10, almost 11 Norwegian kroner.
Canada's money doesn't seem so bad now, does it? I still claim the area.
I just had a look at the comparison for between the pound and the Nigerian naira.
Okay, right. Thank you, Funkin' Chucker, for the £3 because I'm all about that bass. About that bass. No treble. I'm all about that bass. No treble.
I can't
I'm all
believe you
about
know that
About
song.
that bass. No treble. Bass, 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 bass.
Was that the
Why are you
techno
shocked?
version? Bass, 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 bass.
Why are you shocked I know that song?
I don't know.
I only know one Megan Trainor song, and that's it.
What
Thank you,
were-
Funkin' Chucker,
what-
for the
That's
£3.
the only one I know too. I
What
just heard
worries
it at
me,
the
Oh, just for that, you ought to look up Dear Future Husband. Oh my God, that is cringy as hell.
Scotty, what worries me?
like,
is
is
that
she's
it is-
crazy or the lyrics or what?
The
I
lyrics.
can put that on the read this. I may as well
What worries me
the
about
next.
Scotty is how
Guys,
cheap.
wish me luck. I'm trying to get out of the pool holding a bunch of stuff, including my laptop. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay,
Dear Future Husband is so cringy.
Yeah.
It's very stereotypical modern woman to
Oh,
where
God.
she's sitting there talking about you got to do all this stuff for me and I might kiss you for it.
Yeah.
And I might kiss you for it.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Whatever happened to doing stuff for each other and like loving each other that way and making it equal? I don't get it.
That's what
Feminism
exactly.
ideas?
That's
Is that
exactly
dead?
what Rose and I
Is
do. That is exactly what Rose and I do. Stuff for each other.
Exactly.
I kind of liked that song, but that's just me.
I'm
Oh,
not
that's
sure.
your shit.
Imagine my show.
Apparently the US dollar is 1.42 Aussie dollars.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
sure.
no.
To be honest, I'm
Crap,
not
mate.
sure I like that song.
You shouldn't be.
I'm
I was
shocked
meant to
that
go-
I'm shocked that you knew that song.
Because I got understand.
Wait, Green, I was meant to go to Europe in 2012, and we were actually.
Wait, do
better
you
than
mean
the
all?
Americans
Do you mean
are, I
all
think.
about that bass song? Do you mean the bass song, or do you mean the Future Husband song?
Both.
Again, not shocked.
There's a future husband song that I missed.
Again, I'm not shocked.
Yeah,
I
you-
think it was the same. It was off the same album as that All About the Bass album.
Megan
Yeah.
Trainor sucks.
You bet.
Yeah, but she also swallows. So
You
Well,
bet.
how do you know she swallows? What if she spits?
Skittles, you better learn the future husband song.
What if she
Well,
doesn't
spitters-
even blow?
I think you'll be
Spitters or quitters?
future husband.
Oh,
What'd
but
you
you know
say?
what? No offense to anybody, but I did hear bigger chicks were really good at giving blowjobs.
Yes,
so
they are.
maybe she does.
They are. They are. I can't personally confirm this because because I guess they just imagine it's a hot dog or something. I guess they just pretend that they're
No,
eating.
you know what it is. You know what it is.
so now we know. Now we know why Mister is good. It gives good blowjobs. He pretends it's a hot dog.
It's not because they pretend it's food. It's perhaps to avoid maybe getting naked or something or pleasing in a different way because maybe they feel like their body isn't up to par. So they
No,
There's
have
an old
no,
saying
I
they,
think
they are
it's fair.
freaky. There's an old saying they're freaky in bed
All
because
I
they don't
can-
know when the next one's
All
coming.
I've got to say about that is a bigger body usually tends to produce a little bit of a bigger face. Bigger face means bigger, poutier lips. More lips means less teeth.
Also,
or
good
like more
point.
cheeks when like they put it in the cheeks and stuff.
Anyway, shilling time.
Mm.
Sorry, shilling
We're
time.
good, right? Holy crap.
Yes. Oh, I'm not gonna go fucking 4 hours again, am I? So fucking Green Thunder show.
That was fun.
Well, live stream every Wednesday. It's
It's up to Green
fun
Thunder.
for me. I don't know how entertaining it is.
Hey, it's not entertaining at all. It's dreadful.
Yes, that's right, Mr.
Oof.
Tropic. You're the bell ringer. You are the hunchback of old Notre Dame.
Maria, anything to show?
Me?
Yeah. That's why I said your name.
Oh, please like, subscribe, and check out everybody who has come here. We talk about a lot of different stuff. And thank you for having me on again,
No problem.
as always.
Skittles.
I'm probably, unfortunately, I'm probably not going to be able to stream tonight, but I do have a couple videos in the works right now that'll hopefully be coming out this week. Sex.
Chucker.
Pumpkin Trucker channel. As of tonight, I will be on hiatus. My appearances everywhere will be sporadic. until the 29th of July. I shall be in the mountains in a place that not many people know, with people that I can't talk about doing things I can't talk about, or else I get scalped. That's your clue. Later.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. I hope you don't get scalped and you have fun.
It's your Girl Scout troop, isn't it?
And drink
That's
lots of
someone looking to kill.
That's his family in West Virginia.
Ah.
Mountain Mama, take me home.
Not anything to kill.
Like, subscribe, and share to everybody who's on this panel, apart from Tom
Yeah, you're not going to get nothing from me.
and me.
I doesn't do anything anyway.
Is that meant to be insulting? Because it's not insulting.
It was meant to be
Well,
insulting.
you don't do any, you don't do any streams or videos or anything, so yeah, there's no reason it's up to you.
No. Still got 40 odd. I don't know how, but I do.
I got.
I had 6 before I even started doing anything.
I
so-
had 30 before I started doing anything.
Yeah.
Freaking Tom, you have more subscribers than I do, and you don't do anything.
No, no, wait.
Hey, Green,
And that's how sucky that stream is.
Green, I have 225 subscribers and I don't do anything.
But you're the Batman. You're the fucking Batman. Of course you're gonna get subs.
What?
You have more stuff than anyone on here, and you don't
Subs.
do anything.
Why people like us get subs is because people see us on like Twitter, then look us up on YouTube, see who we follow, they sub us so that we follow people we follow. So
And not only that, but YouTube now has a thing where you can message people on there.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, head over here in half an hour for
us getting subs means you get subs.
a stream that may happen. I don't know.
Speaking of subs, I'm fixing to get up and make me a sandwich.
well, you have fun with that, sir.
Alright, so thanks for watching. Head over to Blind Trucking in about half an hour. Thanks.
Oh.
Well, you're all a bunch of cunts. Don't piss on a shower curtain.